Well, welcome to Tuesday morning. We are just having a ball. So we're here this morning. Welcome to Self Care, and so the curtain fell down and the show didn't go. So we had all these technical issues, but we are here and we're going to bring you some joy. So just saying, if it's all, this is actually perfect because, wow, this is perfect. So I have two amazing souls here on the show today. And so when life throws you a curveball, it's not what happens to you, it's how you react and how you move through it, right? And I'm just like, okay, we're going to make this happen. And these two women are amazing souls. And Lana had a huge curveball sent to her, okay? And she breathed through it in a way that was transformational. So this is awesome that this happened today on the show because it allows me to show you we can all, the small things and the big things, because Lana's was big, okay, we can breathe through it. We can get through it and we can, do it with the divine. So so what we're going to talk about is, healing our skin cells, right? And so, is it possible to slow down the aging process and restore these aged cells and make them young and full of energy? And we know that we can do this, right? We know that we can shift our vibration, we can shift our skin, we can shift our body, we can shift our DNA, and we can do that, with our mindset, and of course, which is also part of what Lana did. And we can do that using the gifts that nature gave us, plants, right? So without further ado, let me bring on OIga and Lana.
Good morning.
Grand Rising. How are you?
Good morning, Jody. Morning, everyone. I love what you said in the beginning about, the whole lemons and lemonade situation. These 8 minutes gave me some time to have another cup of tea. So I'm like up and ready.
Well, I'm starting my first cup. We just had like these little hiccups this morning, and I'm like, okay, we can do this. And let me just see if the other show is live. It is. So I just want to, thank everybody because we're on multiple platforms right now. We're on Podbean, Blog Talk, YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook. And so, and of course, we'll be aired on all the other platforms, Spotify, Audible, and so forth. As we, after the show airs, it'll be replayed. But yeah, I mean, here's the thing. It was just like almost like divine intervention, right? Because, so if it's okay with you guys, OIga, start with, your company and what you do. And then I want to shift to Lana and have Lana share. Lana, I would love for you to share your story. And then we'll go back to the company and the products. Sound good?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So we started our company in, I want to say 2013, late 2013. We started thinking about how awesome it would be to bring something as powerful as what Lana is going to talk about later to the market here in the United States, because as I was talking to people, and I've been in the skincare industry for many, many years, no one knew about the ingredient that Lana is later going to talk about. And
I didn't know about it. I
thought,
mean, yeah. I mean, I knew of it, but I didn't know about it at the degree that you do. So, yeah.
right. And very few people still do, even though it's becoming a little bit more well known, and partially due to our efforts as well. So we started thinking about it. I was working at the time at a big beauty conglomerate, and people there, clients would come in and they would be looking for something very clean, um, with no preservatives, no synthetic chemicals. And it's really hard to find something, you know, with different brands, even when they say all natural or all organic. It's really hard to find something that still has zero preservatives and things like that. So Lana and I were talking about it, and she actually already had in the works some amazing things. So I was just so happy to find out that we were already halfway there, even without trying.
Yeah, and it's amazing to me. So people don't realize, and I know we'll go into this in a deeper level in a minute, but people don't realize that your skin doesn't actually have a filter, right?
Right.
And so when you put a toxic makeup, toxic, skincare, your body has no way to defend against it. So
It was one of the things that I learned from Lana that just blew my mind away, that everything you put on your skin, I mean, it has a chance of getting through into your body, into your bloodstream. So I was flabbergasted when she explained to me how that process worked. It was just so eye-opening.
Yeah, so Lana, I am gonna put you at the top here and see if I can actually make OIga and I smaller so that you have the show here. I'm so excited that you're, gonna share your story. Let's see if nope, wrong way. Hold on. There we go.
We'll take that too.
Take the show.
Yeah.
So share with our audience what happened to you and the story that you shared with me. So
Oh, and
Okay.
real quick, I'm sorry. I want to introduce Lana. Lana is our chemist. She's our science officer for Golden Phae Cosmetics. So just so you'll know how much experience she has and what she brings to the table.
So thank you. I am not doing a very good job at my social skills today.
Well,
So
it's just that usually
and so Golden Phae Cosmetics, right? And Lana, you're the chemist, and OIga, you work with the public. So what's your individual roles?
pretty much that.
Everything.
That works. Okay.
Lana is the science and the cheerleader, and
All
I'm
the
behind the
move the
scenes.
company further, and all the progress kind of depend of her. Um, I like to make my stuff in the quiet, and I try to working on the formulas and working with the natural stuff. Read a lot of studies because I trust only when I see results. As I was studying in school, as a scientifically prove any fact, basically, I cannot just trust something people say. I want to find is it real proof behind it or a real science behind it. So most of the time which we use stuff which is already proof that it's working. Some stuff maybe still kind of on the way, but we're still waiting for it too, because some fantastic ingredients our mother natural produce, but before I will find out that it's safe, it's no side effects, it's a lot of potential in that ingredient. I never use it, even it's so tempting to do it. It's how I've been studying.
Lana, tell us what happened to you.
Yeah, my story started in the last century, uh, long time ago, but it's changed my life completely. In 1993, it was big accident, big bottle of sulfuric acid was broken in my hands, huge, like 5 gallons.
A 5 gallon
In
bottle of sulfuric acid, it broke in your hands.
Yes, as a chemist, I was hold a big bottle of sulfuric acid, and it was sleep, and it's splashed me all over my body. Of course, ambulance tried to bring me in a special clinic, which is supposed to take care all this burning stuff. And because it was, I will not explain exactly what was going on economic that time in Russia and Siberia, but it was nothing much they can help me with. And
With
still,
what?
chemical chemical burning still is the most danger and the most damaging burning
Yeah, so
people
chemical.
can.
Yeah, yeah. So everyone. So Lana had a chemical burn on your face, right, and your
Yeah,
skin.
yeah, it's not only face, it was arm, it was half of my body that time.
Half of
And
your body.
it was, I had a chance, probably less than 50% to survive. Um, Nobody counted that time. It was not not the point. But my teacher, my professor in the college, he been experienced himself with some close, not as much as I got, but close experience about chemical burnings. He told me, you cannot sleep. You cannot lie down first night. You have to 24 hours walk around and just stand up because you have to save your lungs. They can be swollen, and it's basically normally for
Wow.
the chemical burning, it's most of the chance to die.
Let me
So
just make
I'm
sure I understand this
in
correctly.
this.
So your lungs are inflamed, right? Because of course it's
Yes,
fighting off all these chemicals. So
because
you
it's
can't
chemical.
go down for 24 hours for the first 24 hours because basically your lungs can fill with water and you die. Is that right?
Yes, it can be swollen, and you don't have air, and you die. Basically, most of people from any kind of burn, even fire or chemicals, they die because the lungs getting swollen, and nobody can do anything with that when it's happened, and they try. But people have to deal with first 24 hours, the most critical. So I was going around. I remember him very well that moment. I wanted to survive. And I was walking around with a swollen face, basically no face, all night a day. Half of it was just already painkillers, and I half kind of stand up sleep. And I walk around, and I remember that in absolutely night empty clinic, the nurses walk around, look at me. They've been scared to ask me about anything. They look
Yeah,
scared.
right. I get
Uh,
that.
And I was walking around and just sometimes try don't stand up and sleep. I knew that I cannot lie down. It saved me in that moment. Nobody tried to do anything for 24 hours. Nobody knew what to do. And after they start to treat me with most, they start to treat me without any regular medicine
Yeah.
because first of all they did not have it, and second they did not know what to do, and they start to use natural stuff.
Yeah, so
They
this was amazing to me when you told me this. So
Yeah,
when you told me that really you didn't have access to the Western medical
no,
solutions at the
no, not
time,
that time.
which
No.
again divine intervention because it paved a path for you for the rest of your life that I mean I have chills, but okay, so you didn't have access to Western medicine. They start using natural products, and what happens?
Well, it saved my skin. If you look now, anybody can open internet and find out like that you can print in browser uh, sulfuric acid attack victims. You can see how terrible people look, no matter what, no matter how much doctors been working on them. because it's a different type of burning. Um, what happened? The acid still continue to eat up the cells. It's deeper and deeper coming in the skin, and nobody clean it or wash or something. And eventually, scar tissue is terrible. Scar tissue can be changed absolutely everything in the face or any other place in the skin, especially in the face because so much lymph coming through the face. And this scar tissue, you cannot change the face after when it heal up. And amazingly, natural stuff, what they use on me, I mean, they really did not use any kind of regular medicine at all. And natural stuff do completely different. It's first of all stop to destroy the cells and start to build it up, but not like in emergency way. See, our scar tissue is normally
See,
our
I'm
scar
showing a
tissue.
picture real quick of
Yeah.
what it would look like. Let me just see if I can make this. Whoop, hold on. Give me a minute. So it's not letting me. It's not showing the screen anymore. That's weird. So let me stop sharing and go back in. I want people to have a concept of what this chemical burn could have looked like, right? So
Well, if they have
here
a breakfast, it's not the best for you.
Good
Yeah.
point.
Uh,
oh well, I mean, people. That's okay. So this is what that could look like. If that happened to you, and so this is not an easy task. And so, what I want people to know is that nature has a way, and Andrew says it's very scary, right? But
yeah.
go ahead, Anna.
Yeah, and they start to treat me with natural stuff. It was sea buckthorn oil and it was rosehip oil.
Mm-hmm.
They mix it with iodine, absolutely without even measuring, because mostly oil, a little bit iodine. I think they did it for at least look like a little bit medical. Uh, I still don't know. They didn't know what they were doing. Honestly, they just tried to use two different oils from Siberia and try to treat everybody who has different type of burning there, and it did work. It did work for kids, it did work for old people, it did work for me because even damage was so deep. Basically, after when I was treated, my healing process was much faster. I had a chance to compare it, how natural stuff working with chemicals. My colleague who was behind me, and she got few drops. So they brought her in different clinic and they use on her only normal regular medicine they use in every single burning center. And her healing process was times longer than mine. Even I had much bigger area for damage, much bigger. Plus, her scar tissue was so deep, so bad. Basically, what you see on your pictures, her one was even worse. And
Yeah, there were worse pictures I could have pulled. I decided to let everybody slide on that one. No, I know
yeah, it's can be
way
some
worse
worse.
pictures. I mean, actually, they showed what happened to people's tongues, their eyes, I mean, it's, if you want to look up, the sulfuric acid chemical burns by yourself, I don't really want to show the rest of that because it really is. Maybe, I guess I should show it. But it's just hard. And here, let me just.
Yeah, don't do it because people probably still have breakfast.
Well, if you're eating breakfast, put it down. Okay. Um, and but the thing is, the reason I want to show this is not to gross you out, um, but rather to here, I'll just show a variety of photos that came up here. But rather to let you know how powerful, how, how masterful our bodies are at healing when we serve our body with what is in nature, what God gave us, to do. You don't serve it with more chemicals, right?
Yeah.
So there's like a variety of different images here. Sulfuric acid chemical burns. And so, I'm sure this is familiar. So, and thank God your eyes are okay, right? I mean,
Yeah, it was actually a surprise too for me because I did not see my eyes like few days after when it happened, and the doctors come and look at me and say, you're so lucky, you save your eyes." And I don't know, I did not know, did I? Because it was swollen so badly you cannot see anything. When eventually swollenness was come down, I saw I did not have my lids at all at moment. Uh, at all. I mean, it was when I eventually saw my eyes, I said, "Wow, there is no eyes." Actually, everything was growing back fantastically. I first time in my life, and I'm chemist. I know how powerful is chemistry. First time in my life, that moment, I recognize how powerful is natural if we let natural chance to work on us.
well, I
If
mean,
we
that's,
don't,
my story. Um, I was using chemicals to handle these labels, right? Bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, small fiber neuropathy, like all these, different disease states. And, so, oops, I just got to put this on Do Not Disturb. There we go. So I was using all these chemicals and I'm getting, sicker and sicker. As soon as I get off all the chemicals that the doctors prescribed, and I went to plants and, specific plants in my case, because I had food sensitivities, but still plants nonetheless, and meat, but still plants, nature. It was so meat's nature, right? Unless they make it in petri dish. But anyway, so, but the point is that our body, we have to nurture our body with nature, nurture and nature, right? Um,
exactly. Yeah. I believe
so
in it 100%. And see, here in America, not many people know about corn oil. And corn oil is mostly because it's growing on the north. It's a norther, cold-like weather berries, but big, huge seeds inside these teeny bitty small berries, which is orange. They full of carotenoids. It's number one oil with carotenoids. And it's carotenoids is not only provitamins. Carotenoids it's what kind of help our cells to grow right. If
mhm.
you have some cut your finger or scratch something, this area became number one for all entire body. Body tried to save it. Body tried to build up the scar tissue to cover absolutely everything. And if you look any emergency situation like somebody's house burned, yeah, firefighters, they basically stop the fire. But is it build up the house? No, it's still damage. Natural stuff can be after firefighters. It's builders who build back home right. So every our cells in our body, and we have billions of them, uh, deserve build up in the right way. Nobody put the bricks different ways without even thinking how to build a new house or rebuild the house which was burned. It's a brick has to come in the right order. Who control it? Natural control it.
Right, right.
Uh, Regular medicine doesn't. Regular medicine make to stop the fire.
Yeah, to
So
stoke
no,
the fires, right.
yeah, the same thing when I start to think about it, I start to learn about it a lot. And Siberia was the right place to find out everything about what they're growing there. And it was start my interest about a lot of natural ingredients. So after while, when I start to recognize after 10 years actually, when it's happened with me, I start to recognize my face start to act differently. My half part, which was not burned, still was kind of slightly aging, and in second part, which was burned, start to kind of shrink. It's normal for scar tissue. Even scar tissue is good looking and everything else. It's still all the year. It's getting kind of shrinking slightly,
It's getting what
and
slightly? What's
shrinking.
that?
It's like
Shrinking?
shrinking. Scar tissue shrinking all life. Yeah, it's a
Yeah. I
different
mean,
process.
actually, you can use the breath. Well, actually, it's applied kinesiology to help release the scar tissue deeper within the cells, not the. Well, I mean, I guess you could do the top for sure, but typically when they use applied kinesiology, let's say cancel. I had a scar here, right? So you would put your fingers right where you have the scar. In my case, it was my breast, right? So you'd put your fingers where the cut was in this case. Breathe in and breathe out, right? And it's reconnecting. It's removing the interference that the scar tissue creates, so the brain can connect to the rest of the body. So just a simple thing, because I think that we have to apply a multitude of methodologies to allow the body to heal itself, right?
I agree. Yeah, everything can work. I think always don't put eggs in one basket, all eggs in one basket. Yeah, you have to do all stuff you can find out for yourself. So when I recognize that nobody can help me with my problem, I remember my old study about cinnamon corn oil and all other oils, and I start to make formulas myself. I start to make myself um, kind of like I try to put together it. I was experimenting a lot, and whatever I can use for my skin, and skin was thankful, is what I start to do. I start to make my first creams, my first oils for my skin, and I find out skin was thankful. Skin start to kind of recognize it. It doesn't, natural never work immediately. It's not 15 minutes result. It takes time, but when it takes time and you can see difference, it's what make you completely believe that what you're doing right. And what happened with me, I start to do it, and I find out I've been read a lot of different studies. I find out how to help big molecules of the oil that are huge come inside the skin deeper and penetrate it. It was Japanese huge study about it. I use their results. And when Olga come to me and say we need to do something for people who cannot use anymore synthetic. It's a lot of people who
Well,
cannot.
I can't use synthetics at all. So what we're going to do is we are going to go to commercial real quick. We go to commercial every 30 minutes. We're just a few minutes behind, but everything's a little different this morning, and that's okay. What I'm going to ask you to do, both of you, while I'm running commercials real quick, we're having some sort of a reverberation, sort of the echo. So see if you have any windows open, or maybe go out and come back in, or just make sure all your tabs are closed, so that the only tab that's open is the StreamYard tab. So, and then,
The reason, are you seeing it on Lana's more than mine?
well, let me mute you and I'll tell you. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, so, oh, actually, no, it's yours, Olga. Hold on. Interesting. So it's yours. So that was a good test. Thank you. So if you
How
want
about
to open
now?
your
I
tabs,
closed everything.
yeah, I think it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is it better? Okay.
Yay. Okay, so let's go to commercial. Thank you to my husband for bringing it to my attention. We'll go to a couple commercials and we'll be right back.
Okay.
The Female Solution Global Radio TV Show invites you to an invigorating conversation with our team of hosts Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Time. Start your week with Monday Morning Mindfulness with Zelda Speaks. Tuesdays, Self-Cell Care with Jody Susan. Wednesdays, Repairing Broken Families with Naima Latif and co-host Kareem Hamid. Thursdays, Soulful Solutions with Dr. Debbie Green. And Fridays, Health and Wellbeing with Beata. Saturdays, tune in 12 noon to 2 p.m. Central Time. First Saturday, Success Strategies with Jana. Second Saturday, Wendy Williams Esquire on relationships. Third Saturday, Move Around with Deborah. And fourth Saturday, Wisdom with Mama D. Join us Sundays, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Time for Soul Purpose Healing with Beata. Call in and comment 515-605-9325. Press 1 to speak to the host and be a part of the solution.
Did you know your cell phone emits EMF radiation that negatively impacts your brain's DNA? Because your cell phone is something that you have to use on a daily basis, it's about time you take measures to keep yourself safe from the harmful effects of EMF radiation. The Altera 5G EMF neutralizer does just that by converting your cell phone's incoherent EMF to coherent EMF, giving you 100% protection from harmful EMF radiation. So what are you waiting for? Get your Altera neutralizer today and help us create a more biosafe world for everyone. To learn more, visit www.altera.com. Did you know your cell phone...
Jody Susan of Susan Essentials was misdiagnosed and nearly died in 2013. Instead, she chose to reclaim her health using plant and energy-based healing. After losing 92 pounds, she now offers the psychologist and doctor-recommended functional food program, focusing on two things: toxic-free living and the connection to our brain health. Susan Essentials re-engineered what health looks like with a self-paced functional food program, now available to you with plans starting at just $99.
We are back, and I'm going to unmute you, Lana, or there you are. Okay, there you go. So, Olga.
Mm-hmm.
So, Lana's coming up with these great formulas. Tell us about how you guys met and how this beautiful partnership came together.
Well, we've known each other for over 20 years now. Mm-hmm. We started, I think, when I moved to Atlanta, and it was so long ago, I can't even tell you what year it was. Lana was one of the first people I met here, and there's a big, huge Russian-speaking community here in the city. So we got to be friends, and we were friends for, I think, about 10 years until all of this kind of came together.
Wow.
But because I knew her story and the miracle that really happened to her, she was the very first person I came to, and I said, we absolutely have to have something. If it's helping you with the type of damage that you have on your skin, can you imagine what it can do for people with just skin? And I thought, these ingredients, they're so amazing and they can do so much. And it's just wrong of us not to use it for everyone. As much as I hate to see what happened to Lana, but in a way, we can all benefit from this lemon, and we're all, receivers of this wonderful result that came out of her tragedy. So it was just natural for us to start doing it. And I remember the words I said to her were, I kind of had to think about how to get her interested in, doing more of it for everyone. I was like, you really have to help the people. You have to help us. And we all have to know what to use. And that's when she started teaching me about different synthetic chemicals and the danger of them, and especially preservatives. So that's when I really opened my eyes. First, I thought that we could just bring in the sea buckthorn and put them into a regular formula. But the more and more I learned, the more I was convinced that that's impossible. The whole process of creating skincare has to be reworked, and she's the one that really explained to me how it really needs to be. And now we're all lucky to have it on our faces.
Oh, so the process of so I get what you're saying. So let me just correlate it to essential oils for a moment. So essential oils can be chemically, or steam expressed, right? So meaning they take the bloodline of the plant using a chemical, or they can use steam. And if they're using a chemical, now you're adulterating the plant, which means then when you put it on your skin, you're adulterating your skin. Is that close?
Well, the plant doesn't survive in, let's say they're trying to put the plant into something like propylene glycol, which probably Lana should tell us more about that, because that's
Well,
what
we
she
will. Yeah,
taught
go
me.
ahead,
Yeah.
finish up, and then we'll let Lana give us the deep dive.
But really, a lot of ways, this is what she explained to me, where different herbs and different flowers are used in different cosmetic formulations. So you think, oh, this chamomile cream is nothing but chamomile, but in reality, it's maybe 0.2% chamomile, and the rest is some kind of a synthetic base.
Yeah.
So when I say, she explained to me how it needs to be done differently, she makes her products with 100% only natural ingredients, not 0.2% good stuff, and then everything else is nobody cares. Here, the whole 100% of the product is beneficial. There are no carriers. It's all active ingredients, and that's how she makes them so differently than anybody else that I have seen.
Yeah, and so here's, if anybody's interested in learning about Golden Phae products, which I hope that you are, here are a lot of the babies that were born out of, the journey. And
It's a big family.
it's a big family. It's good, right? And I agree with you. So, Olga, and Lana, I mean, here's the thing. I went through nearly 2 decades of being chemically, we put on all these different chemicals because of a misdiagnosis. And it allowed me to bring the gift of real health to the world, which then allowed me to share what your contribution of real health is to the world. So we all, in a way, have to go through some sort of struggle to have us shift our thinking, right? Shift our mindset, and then share the real solution to the world, right? So go ahead, if you don't mind, Lana, share with us about this process, that, as you see fit. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, like Olga explained, for a lot of people in beginning thinking, okay, I use this perfect, nice looking oil I found out in Africa or Asia or somewhere, and I add it in my regular synthetic cosmetic. It make it good. It's make it good. I will make it myself. I can make it. You cannot put good stuff in a bad base. You cannot.
Yes. Well,
It's
there's
my
no
base.
foundation like a house, right?
Yeah, but this will spoil the all activities on the good ingredients, because it's if you take today base, it's full of the chemical solvents, and they first of all they will work not on the skin, they will work on this good ingredient, they will destroy it, they oxidize it. Oxidation is a process which make any active ingredient disactive. So they completely will be flat after few, even sometimes few minutes, not few hours.
So is
And
it
then,
saying that if I put in, let's just say I'm making something at home, right? And
yeah,
I,
if I take nice looking oil and buy the cheap or even expensive, very expensive, they or basically sometimes think they pour from the same bottle, cream in a Walgreens or Nordstrom, and put it together, I will not make great cream. What I will make the same cream which is destroy completely any good oil. It's how chemical works. They destroy, they deactivate, they oxidize process. It's a first of all. Second one, if I will try to make nice, even essential oil, I can make steam extraction or cold press, but
Right.
I will get less product. It's normal because a lot of, in beginning, you put a lot of stuff together, you come it through the extraction and you got in the end almost nothing. To make 1 liter of chamomile oil, we use basically, if I remember right, like 3 tons of the flowers of the chamomile. It cannot be cheap.
Right.
It's how product working, but it will be completely natural and it will be clean and
Oh, did I miss you?
if
Oh,
I
you're
will do
cutting
the
out.
same and
Okay.
put it in a solvent like alcohol, and it's dissolved. After I will use back extraction and took it out. But first of all, it will be completely deactivate. Everything good will be killed there. First of all, because it's oxidation process. Second, it's still in today. Nobody much know, but today allowed 20% of solvent stay in extract. What it means that after this process, you got back the same, got back oil which is content up to 20% acetone, toluol, propylene glycol, all kind of mix of the solvents. It's allowed. It's normal. So people got good stuff with the bad stuff, not even know about it. No one
Yeah.
company will try to explain,
No,
oh,
no one's
it's
saying
a
anything.
bad
Right.
product. Nobody
It's
wants
like
to tell
it's
about it.
it's the hidden toxins that I talk about. You know, I always talk about, hidden toxins. The
It's
toxins.
exactly hidden toxin. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
20% of hidden toxins inside any product which has been involved through the extraction with the solvents. Even CBD oil, I saw it, and with all kind of essential oil. Before you will try to use it, it's better to find out how they produce it. And first question they have to ask, what kind of extraction been used to make this one?
Well, and that's
Normally,
how I started learning because I was one of those spritzer girls at the Marshall Fields, which is a store, a retail store in Illinois that used to be there. It's now Macy's, and um, I was using all these chemicals on my skin, and I started noticing the difference. These perfumes, and then when I started using essential oils, I started realizing that there's a way, right, which you're teaching us today about steam extraction. So we have Joy Segur. She says, what do you recommend for aging skin which starts crinkling or sagging? You
So
want to
are
tell
we
me?
talking about face or body?
Let's,
If we are talking about the face, our most popular product for the anti-aging function is the restorative day and night moisturizer
for the face, right?
for
So
the
I'm, I'm,
face.
I'm I'm looking this up real quick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So,
it's the one right there on the right-hand side.
oh, good. So it kept sharing. I love it when it works.
Uh-huh. So the one on the
Uh,
right-hand side, the restorative day and night moisturizer is our number one selling product for 10 years running. It's full of sea buckthorn oil. Oh, and by the way, I meant to say on our blog, Lana has collected some very interesting articles that she found that are scientific articles that speak about how important sea buckthorn oil is, not just for the beauty, not just for your skin, but also for your all over health. There are studies on heart function and sea buckthorn oil. There are studies on I think collagen. And Lana, you found like 12 or even more of them, right?
yeah, health is the
more.
number one actually goal for the sea buckthorn.
So here we go. Right, 11 ways. See buckthorn.
Yes, right there. So there are several different articles that has to do with lots of different parts of the body. Oh, and I'm sorry, before Lana, you go on, I'm gonna say if you're looking for skin for on the body, the wrinkling or sagging or anything like that, there's a product called Super Soothing Body Cream.
I'm getting there. Hold on.
It's kind of a
So
tongue
we're gonna go to
twister.
body. So go to body and
Super Soothing Body Cream.
say that's 5 times fast, right?
And it's amazing. It was the very first product that Lana produced. And it was actually supposed to be our only one product. We were going to sell one product. And if it was one product, that would be it. But of course, after a while, people said, well, you got to make an eye cream. And, you know, I need an oil. And before we knew it, we had 25 different things and still running.
Right. So,
making
I
more.
want people to see these ingredients because it might be hard to read, but it's got organic almond oil, grapeseed oil, sea buckthorn oil, organic, and I never say this right, jojoba or jojoba, whatever.
Jojoba, yeah.
Whatever.
So it's nothing but oils and herbs, and Lana makes her own herbal extractions. So everything's done here in the house. It's they're all handmade products. We try to find the facility that would produce our products, but because they're so unique, nobody wanted to deal with them because they're too clean. And
right, they were concerned about adulterating your product.
We could not be guaranteed that there would not be, you know, added water of some sort. Okay, so face, neck, and arms. So for the arms, the Super Soothing is best, the one that you're looking at right now.
Okay.
For the face, the Restorative Day and Night Moisturizer we just discussed.
And I put a link in there too, Joy. So I put a link right here. So that's the Restorative Day Night Moisturizer.
And then for the neck, there is a special neck product which also came out because somebody wanted a neck cream and we didn't have one.
So is that under body then or face? It's probably
that would be under face still.
It is under face. Okay. So let me go there.
I kind of find everything that's up above here is still considered face.
Here we go. So neck and
décolleté.
Thank you.
Yeah, and a lot of
read that.
Amazing ingredients in there. There's Japanese camellia oil that the geishas use to make themselves beautiful. So every kind of the best skincare oils and herbs.
Well, and also you have the organic ginkgo biloba leaf, which you know, so many people
very energizing.
Well, it's not only energizing, but there's research to show that the ginkgo leaf will neutralize the impact of glyphosate, which is sprayed on all of our foods, which means if you're using toxic anything, if you're using conventional anything, that glyphosate's in there, which means now you're putting that on your skin. And ginkgo is really great to neutralize that. So is that green tea leaf. I mean, there's so many yummy ingredients in here. You have lemon myrtle leaf. You have the organic beeswax, which
it helps penetrate
product. And I want to go through, which I think is just as important as what's in there, is what's your no list, right? So
exactly.
No chemicals, no preservatives, no synthetic ingredients, no glycerin, no oxidizing ingredients, no alcohols. It's cruelty free. No, and then we'll go to this one. It says no gluten, no silicones, no sulfates, no synthetic vitamins, no parabens, or their analogs. Thank you for not testing on animals.
We're the animals that we tested on.
Yeah, we are the animals, right? So to me, like I remember back like in the 70s when everybody was becoming aware, like in the late 70s, becoming aware that our hair products were being tested on animals. like, why would you do that? Why would you test the bunny? You know it's a chemical, Why
It's
would you spray it on the
terrible.
bunny? Why are you spraying in his eyes? Like, why are you making
Terrible.
people, souls suffer? And Andrew here says, I understand that the products are so clean and pure you can actually eat them.
Oh,
We
yeah.
had a commercial back in the day where I take a spoon of the super soothing body cream and actually eat it.
Wow.
Because,
If we
yeah,
was
I mean, they're
so
very
they
clean.
buy the face cream. No.
Well, it's supposed to be like this. It's supposed to be like this. Whatever we put on our skin coming directly in our body without cleaning
Thank
and without
you.
even protection. And whatever we put on the skin has to be the same quality like what we have to eat. It's going the same bloodstream like it's coming through our stomach or through our skin.
So, I mean, and
And
really,
it's
that's the big
definitely
deal.
my bigger, stronger opinion for our product, and it's my stronger opinion as a chemist. Whatever coming through your lungs, whatever coming through your stomach, whatever coming through your skin, through eyes, because sometimes we absorb with eyes, it has to be clean as possible because it's exactly what we put in our blood. It's eventually meeting everything in the blood.
Right. And
Lana always says if you can't eat it, don't put it on your skin.
It's
So,
really
Joy,
my trigger. Yeah.
I'm going to answer Joy's question real quick. It says that,
well,
so
let's
Joy,
read
I'm
the
so happy
question.
that your skin
Well,
looks so amazing.
let's read let's read it first. She says, I'm
Okay.
in, because not everybody can read it because we have Blog Talk and Podbean, they're audio only. So
Okay.
Joy Seeger says, I'm in my 70s and my skin has the age of someone in their 50s. Now I'm attempting slow this condition of wrinkling and puffing around my eyes. Go ahead.
So I'm going to say there is a product that Lana made specifically for the eye area because it's very fragile and usually needs more attention. And Lana also explained that, with the lymph collecting underneath the eyes and people getting, sometimes puffiness and lines. So she put, Lana, was it some arnica and some, what did you put in the firming eye cream? Firming eye cream is amazing. I love it. Use it every day.
It's a special, first of all, it's a special formula or herbal. Herbal complex is extremely powerful, active. It's supposed to be drainage, lymph drainage comes through. It's supposed to be all kind of standing blood and lymph inside the blood vessels. It's teeny mini small blood vessels. Unfortunately, eye cream, unfortunately, eyes, they aging faster than anything else because we have low blood oxygen supply in that area. So make more oxygen in it, make more blood coming in it, it's like supposed to be like a river coming or creek coming through the huge flow. If it's not flow, it's standing there and getting oxidizing and it's aging faster. So whatever is bringing blood to our area of interest, it's exactly what we need to do. And it's, if you look there, it's arnica there. It's besides everything good like sibacorn, rose hip oil, it's also several
Yeah, it is.
herbals. One of them actually named horny goat.
Oh, I forgot
It's
about that.
What is
it's
it?
very horny goat.
It's
It's
called goat weed.
yeah, horny goat.
Oh, where am I?
It's from China.
There we go.
It's growing only in China, never else, and it's increasing blood circulation in any area. Whatever area they use, it's increasing blood circulation. It's a kind of energy bringing herbal. It's bringing
So I
energy
want to
in
talk
area.
about this, and you guys probably aren't aware that I'm going to talk about this, but this is well, actually, I have to run to commercial. I want to talk about, so don't let me forget when we come back about the circulation horny goat weed. Okay.
Okay.
So call me on it. Make sure I do this. All right.
Okay.
Let me get the commercial going.
Yeah, it's a fun herb.
Well, there's something that people need to know about how they can use this then, because it's a big deal. Let me just do
The Female Solution Global Radio TV Show invites you to an invigorating conversation with our team of hosts Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Time. Start your week with Monday Morning Mindfulness with Zelda Speaks. Tuesdays, Self-Cell Care with Jody Susan. Wednesdays, Repairing Broken Families with Naima Latif and co-host Kareem Hamid. Thursdays, Soulful Solutions with Dr. Debbie Green. And Fridays, Health and Wellbeing with Beata. Saturdays, tune in 12 noon to 2 p.m. Central Time. First Saturday, Success Strategies with Jana. Second Saturday, Wendy Williams Esquire on relationships. Third Saturday, Move Around with Deborah. And fourth Saturday, Wisdom with Mama D. Join us Sundays, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Time for Soul Purpose Healing with Beata. Call in and comment 515-605-9325. Press 1 to speak to the host and be a part of the solution.
Jody Susan of Susan Essentials was misdiagnosed and nearly died in 2013. Instead, she chose to reclaim her health using plant and energy-based healing. After losing 92 pounds, she now offers the psychologist and doctor-recommended functional food program, focusing on two things: toxic-free living and a connection to our brain health. Susan Essentials re-engineered what health looks like with a self-paced functional food program, now available to you with plans starting at just $99.
Okay, so we're going to talk about this organic horny goat weed, right? And you said that it increases circulation. So what's really important that people don't understand, and I know you didn't expect to go this way. I need to talk to people about electromagnetic frequencies, okay? So electromagnetic frequencies, which come from your phone, your computer, your refrigerator, your hair dryer, and everything, clumps your red blood cells, right? And especially if you're taking that phone and putting it by your head, really bad idea. And about 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago, I was working with a friend of mine on the essential oil side, and we have this one oil called Balance, and she uses those ear pods, like the earbuds where, which it's Bluetooth by your brain. Really bad idea. So it's potentially creating the red blood cells are clotting. And she was putting Balance here because, she was demonstrating it. And it occurred to me, I'm like, she's not really getting the effects of wearing, and I'm not advocating to wear these things, but she's not getting the effects of it because it's increasing the microcirculation right by these, by her, where she's putting the earbuds by her brain. So with your product that has organic horny goat weed, what a funny name, horny goat.
It's a story behind.
What's that?
It's a story behind name.
Well, I'm going to ask you about the story in a minute.
Okay.
You'll want, and I'm a medical intuitive, and I'm hearing you can use this product in another way, right? So you want to use this so this is for your eyes. So this is really huge, but I would encourage you, if you're using headphones at all, to also put it right here behind your ears, because you need to increase that circulation so that your red blood cells aren't clumping by your brain. So this is
a good idea.
Oh, it's a really good idea. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to just come out and say this. I gained about 40 plus pounds living where I'm living. Now, you would think most people would say this is because of my food intake. I am highly strict. I am highly trained. I do not eat foods that are toxic. I am very careful about everything that I put in my mouth. And as a medical intuitive, as a channel, I don't put things in my mouth unless I channel that it's good for me and for today. Like, is this what I need to have today? Like, different from tomorrow. So why was I gaining the weight? And I was trying to figure this out. And I was looking at energy, and everything. And yes, I was less active, but not super less active. Okay. There are 15 smart meters on my wall. 15. One smart meter is equivalent to 60. I think my husband said 60 phones or 60,000 phones. Hopefully he'll pipe in here and tell us. Oh, and Nan is saying she wears earbuds. I will get to that, Nan. I promise you. And if we don't get to it on the show, well, actually, I guess we'll get to it on the show. You need to wear that cream. Actually, you need to use a hardwired earphone is what you need to do. But it's like equivalent, I think he said 60,000 phones, one smart meter. And hopefully he'll pipe in here. Hopefully he's still listening and he'll pipe in here and let me know. But if we know that one phone is clumping your red blood cells by your brain, and I'm sleeping in the bedroom, oh, here he goes, 40 to 60 times more damaging than the EMF from a cell phone. So, okay, thank you. So I appreciate you, Andrew. So with these smart meters, one smart meter on your house, right, is 40 to 60 times more damaging. And we have 15 on the wall where I'm holding this show and where I also sleep. So if my blood's not circulating, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to gain weight. Yeah, let that sink in. So if you're wearing those earbuds, which are Bluetooth, hardwire your phone, use this product. So let me go here. It's affirming, the firming
eye cream.
Okay, so let me just show that. So, and do you have other products that have this, the horny goat?
Yeah, it's a neck cream. It's a neck cream and anti-cellulite cream.
A night cream, and what was the other one,
A
Dolly?
neck cream. The neck and décolleté cream that we just looked at, that
Okay.
one has the horny goat weed in it as well.
Okay.
And anti-cellulite cream for body.
Awesome. And then I want to just also put down what Joy had said. She says, I'm sorry, I'm cutting you out there for a minute, Olga. She says,
No problem.
I'm looking at your website. Thank you. Your prices are friendly and your presentation is very encouraging. Thank you, ladies, for your commitment to bring a product that considers to be a benefit for the whole body system, health, as well as target skin area of concern. Love this.
Thank you so much. And on that note, I'm just going to mention that in a couple of days, I'm working on it right now. We will start a 20% off sale on all our products. That will continue until March the 19th. So I just don't want everybody to run in there and start buying at full price, and then 2 days later you see it's 20% less. So it always makes me super mad.
20% off. Okay. So
and the shipping is free.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
Yeah,
and
for United States only, though. I do apologize.
What's that?
It's for United States only, the shipping, the free shipping, because international shipping is just insane. So
right. And so I want to just mention that because you have this whole, your website is amazing. And one of the things that you have, let me remove this one and go here. Because I was going to, I have to stop this one. Hold on, stop sharing. Okay. So you have a great Q&A, right? Do you ship all over the world? So looks like the answer is yes, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's not free shipping, right? And we talked about what makes Golden Phae different. And, one of this is, how do you test the products? I would love for you to talk about that. I mean, you're making this show so easy for me. Just saying.
Well, good. So first of all, I want to mention that the name golden Phae or golden Phae comes from the Latin name for sea buckthorn oil, which is Epophae. So I just, a lot of people ask, why is it golden Phae? What does this mean? And of course, the word golden is the color of the berry and how valuable that berry used to be. Lana told me a story about how sea buckthorn was first discovered and what it meant to people. And it was so precious that they would dig up the bushes and move them because they were the price of the weight of gold. And so first and foremost, that's important. And then on the website, you'll see in the blog section, there are a lot of questions and answers, and we're going to be putting new videos in there probably come late spring. There are a few there now that you can look at, especially for different products, the oils, the creams, how they work, and all of that. So do take a look. And then there is a special tab for just the ingredients that we try to currently, add to, because as Lana develops new products, we also have new ingredients that are being added. So if you're ever wondering about the horny goat weed and what does it mean, you can always look up and see. So that one will be put.
Well, yeah. So I have two questions.
Yeah,
One, I'd like for Lana or you to share what the horny goat weed means, and number two, after you're done with that, because I don't want to forget, I have a friend of mine who has rosacea, and so I'd like you to talk about what the best product would be for that. So take it away, ladies.
Lana, do you want to?
Yeah, I can tell about horny goat. Long time ago, I mean centuries ago, the China shepherds, they find out in some special places when they brought their ships, they had much more the kids. The kids, the sheep's kids, been burning more and more in that area. So sheep deliver more babies in some areas and not as much as another one. They find out that one type of herb been growing in that special fields when they use sheep, and sheep brought a lot of babies. So they start to bring in that area more, there's sheep to produce more and more another sheep. And they find out that this horny goat, it's what they name it, make sheep more horny, make them feel that pleasure more about having sex.
So the question is, ho,
Uh-huh.
would it make the men and women more horny? Just
Exactly. It's what China use it for. They use it to make more pleasure take more pleasure from sex, especially for women, because men, if they have some another, China very good with that. If they have another way to stimulate their ability to have better sex, for women it's not many. So horny goat, wheat, it's exactly what they use for remedy to make pleasure for women most of the times than men. And what it's doing, it's increasing blood circulation. It's basically what it is. And it's working this way. And since it's going that way, it's always can increase any blood circulation in any area.
I'm going to blow it outside the house when we get our house.
You plant a lot of that.
Chickens, we're going to have horny chickens,
So you can have much more chickens if you will feed them with horny goat. You can have more sheep if you feed sheep with a horny goat, and just bring them a pleasure of the life. And it's exactly thing. We are animals. Yeah, you're right. We're animals. So we just do the same thing. So if you put it more blood circulation in any area, you make it work better. It's an anti-cellulite remedy because you need to kind of reduce cellulite in any area, bring the more oxygen in it. It can be under eyes because it's definitely puffiness starts come down. It's a neck because neck need more oxygen, but it's actually less supply of oxygen. It's you can find another area in your body. You can use it as a sex lubricant, and it can be working very well too. Plus, it's natural.
I like
Okay,
the
everybody, get
I
your
like the
get your
firming
pretty
body
coat
oil
on.
for that. Lana made the firming body oil to be used specifically in the morning after shower. When you get out, then you put it on, and it just wakes your whole body up, especially if you're like me and morning is not your favorite time of the day. So I
Okay, so I'm
highly
looking this up.
recommend
Hold
that
on.
if you're
Firming
kind of
body
sluggish.
oil right here. One second. I know you can't see it yet. Hold on. You're like right here. Well, I can't see much. Uh,
So
okay.
yeah, if you're sluggish in the morning, kind of like I am, and you're hard to wake up, and I highly recommend you get out of the shower, put that on. It'll change the way you live your day.
So
It has
I
the
would like this
horny go.
product.
Yeah,
I love having oils on my body. This
mhm.
would be something.
It's really light and fast absorbing, and when the skin is still damp, when you first towel dry and you put that on, it just drinks it in. It's amazing.
Yeah. So I'll order this. I'll wait for 2 days.
Yeah,
And
wait a couple of days. It's up and coming. Yeah, we have our computer lady working on it right now to get the prices organized. And then
so,
with your
yeah.
friend with rosacea,
Oh yes, thank you.
yeah, Lana, do you want to talk about that?
I will start with super soothing. I will start with super soothing. Even it's for body. A lot of our people use it for the face, especially with very dry skin. And rosacea definitely for super soothing. Just one advice: don't put too much. Our stuff is actually less is more because it's very concentrated. So super soothing, we already showed it
So
before.
let me go
It
there. The super
helps
soothing,
with
is that body or is that
body.
It's on
Body.
your body.
okay, so let me go there. Hold on.
And then several of our clients, see, we didn't make the products to be specific to rosacea. But several clients who have rosacea have come to Lana and said, hey, as an added benefit, my rosacea symptoms are not as distinctive anymore after I've been using your products.
Yeah, so
And
I want to say this that wait, it's super soothing. Found it. Okay, here we go.
uh-huh.
So I want to say this. So rosacea, look, I think it needs to be approached. Well, most everything has to be approached in two ways, in multiple ways. But rosacea is a gut health problem. Okay, it starts in your gut. So if you have rosacea, you need to have bone broth, spirulina, chlorella that you take internally, increase your probiotics. And I do believe firmly that you need to use a product on your skin because now you do need to heal from the inside out. But a product like this super soothing body cream is going to be amazing to also you want to do it from both sides. So when
Mm-hmm.
your body gets to a point where it's on your skin, you need to redress it from the inside and the outside, according to me.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Right.
everything working only together. You can
Yes.
heal
Yes.
the skin without healing body inside, and you cannot heal body inside without healing your skin. It's just all connection. Actually, skin is a long time ago. Doctors been saying skin is a mirror of our health. Everything which is wrong inside our body show on the skin.
Yep, it does. Yep, it
And I
does.
wanted to mention that if you're on the website browsing, you may see the pop-up window. I have it turned off right now because we're in the session, but usually the chat window will open up. And if you have any kind of questions about your specific skin concern, just type in the chat box and it'll show up right on my phone. So I usually try to answer all the skincare questions myself. And if it's something so specific that we need to get Lana involved, we usually just call and have a little conference call and we can help you with any of your concerns. So please feel free to reach out via the chat box. It's there for you.
Yeah, and so you know, um it's interesting. So I was on the website and I did see the chat and it's got your beautiful face, Olga, there. It's like, can I help you? And I'm like, That's cool.
And people are like, is this a real person? Are you alive? And I'm like, yes, I promise you, I'm not a bot. I actually do read all the questions and answer myself.
So what happens? Do you turn it off at night or something?
Well, unless I'm in the shower or doing something like this, I usually have it on all the time.
Okay. Yeah. And Joy says she just completed subscribing to remind me of the 20% discount. I was about to click and state that I ordered. Now I have to wait to place it.
Yeah, just wait a little bit. It's yeah, we're gonna have it announced on our Facebook page. By the way, if you're not subscribed to us, please do. We're on Facebook and Instagram and working on some other social media. But we'll put it on the site. We'll put it on our social media. So you'll see immediately when the sale starts. And also, I am going to send an email to everybody who subscribed to our email list stating that the sale has started. So I just want to make sure that everything's up and running smoothly, and then we'll have it announced. So just, have a couple of days.
There you go. Golden
to
Phae.
decide on what things you need.
Can we see that or no? Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
see that. Okay.
I can see that.
I have to flip screens. So
Mhm.
is it showing everybody?
Right.
But
with rosacea,
will be upset with me if I don't share, because there's people who want to know about the EMF neutralizers.
Yes, of course.
Real quick. So, neutralizing EMF in your home is really important. I'm actually doing a short speaking engagement on it on Wednesday with the Gusty girls. And then I'm doing a longer presentation on this and gut health at Saltville Grotto in Snellville. And which, by the way, I need to introduce you to those people because I think they should carry your product. But here is, let me just share the screen. So if you're waking up in the morning and you're not feeling refreshed, a lot of times it's because of the electromagnetic frequencies. And, this is blood that's been protected with the Altera neutralizer. But there's, when this looks good, but the other blood doesn't look so good. We use a blood microscopy. I can say that 3 times fast. But you can get neutralizers, and ours are also, they're reasonably priced. The home is $80. Lasts forever. You plug it in and you forget about it. Boy, the curtains rod is still doing its thing from this morning. And then here, actually, I'm going to show the product. So this is, can we see that? Let me see. Yeah. So this is the whole house neutralizer. This is the pendant that I wear now, and even wear it to bed. This is for your phone. You put it on the back of your phone. When you get a new phone, you just peel it off and put it on the new phone. $36. And then they have the family pack, so you can get all 3 for the home, the car, and the phone for $176. Now, if you have pets, I get them pillows. We have the purple pillow. I don't see it up here. It's somewhere, but we have the purple pillow for our birds, and we put that purple pillow on top of the bird cage. You can put it in the, if you have a dog, you just slide it under their bed, or between the pillows of their bed, because it's really, it's so harmful that it actually can change your DNA. So, anyway, so that's it. I will put this link in the thread, and because I think this all goes in hand, such that you got to take care of your body from all standpoints. And since you're going to put that horny goat on, make that horny goat work easier, and get yourself some neutralizers. And so Joy now said, seriously, I'm looking at the video and the preparation are done in small batches on stove. Is this video valid or for real? No factories? No,
we don't use any factories. Yeah, everything's handmade.
Yeah, Joy, and because you probably missed it when you were looking at the website. The factories basically rejected them because I don't think they felt that they could protect the integrity of product in the process. So
They said it was too clean for them. They can't use the no chemicals.
right, which
Right.
compromises
It just
the
couldn't work
integrity
with
of
it.
your product.
So everything is made in small batches. It's a boutique product. You will never see it at Walmart. And the reason being is because, first of all, it's so clean. And secondly, there are no preservatives. And without preservatives, it's not going to sit on the shelf for 20 years and never change. So our products are usually good for about 2 years from the date of production. So everything you're receiving is maybe 30 days old. It's brand new, just made, very fresh. So that's why we prefer to do our business locally, and we ship out of the studio, but we will not sell to like huge big box stores, because you just cannot guarantee the quality of the product. We can't control how long they have it on the shelf, how they store it. So, but if you get something and let's say you decide, I'm going to use some of it now, some of it later, you can always put our product in the refrigerator and it'll sit there for the next 10 years and never change, even though without
So
preservatives.
refrigerate it. I love that idea.
So
'Cause
you don't
it's
have
good.
to, it's not designed to be refrigerated on a daily basis. Lana made it to where it melts at the temperature of your skin. So if you just put it on your counter, it'll stay there until you use it up and be fine. But if we've had questions where, oh, I'm not going to be home for 6 months, can I put it in the fridge? Yes, you can, and it'll sit there for years and never change. So, but it's a very, very clean product, and it takes a lot of effort on Lana's part to make sure that it's produced in such a controlled environment that the temperature has to be just such. The humidity has to be just such. There's a lot of different moving pieces that go into the production of this product, but that's why they're so unique, and that's why they don't need preservatives, and they work so well.
I want to back up for a minute, and we're going to have to go to commercial. But before we
Okay.
go to commercial, I want to say this. It takes a very special person, Lana. Really does. To face adversity, right? And many people face adversity and like the ostrich, right? They put their head in the sand. And
Yes, they do.
Right. First of all, I want to acknowledge you for not putting your head in the sand. I want to acknowledge you for rising up. And I want to thank you for not only rising up, but then helping the rest of the world to do the same. Thank you. That's amazing.
Thank you.
It's amazing.
Thank you.
I remember when we were first thinking about starting a business, and it's very scary to go into business for yourself. After you've been on payroll and life is good. But I remember thinking, after what Lana has gone through, and before we started this business, she had something of her own. I'm like, I'm not afraid to go in business with this woman. She knows everything. She's been through so much that she just knows what she's doing, so, and it worked out beautifully. So I'm just really thankful. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you, Chris.
Chris is out of Arizona. Chris also has a very interesting, like mine, similar health journey to mine, right? And she's also overcome, right? And so this is our tribe here. This is our tribe. A lot of the people here, are listening, right, and learning. And then some of us have had, I would say, traumatic experiences that were so impactful that we're now out there speaking to help change the world, right? Chris is one of those people. So very, very grateful Chris made time today to show up, and that everybody else did too. I'm going to run a couple commercials, and we're going to come back. And if you have questions, I'm going to tell you, and I haven't been running this, but you can actually call into the show and ask questions at 515-605-9325. We'd love to hear what you have to say, and or any comments, questions, contributions, things like that. So, and we will go to commercial real quick. And let me just see. I'm trying to figure out. Here we go. All right. Give me a second here and we will get this going.
See you in a minute.
1 minute, as long as I know where to do.
Did you know your cell phone emits EMF radiation that negatively impacts your brain's DNA? Because your cell phone is something that you have to use on a daily basis, it's about time you take measures to keep yourself safe from the harmful effects of EMF radiation. The Altera 5G EMF neutralizer does just that by converting your cell phone's incoherent EMF to coherent EMF, giving you 100% protection from harmful EMF radiation. So what are you waiting for? Get your Altera neutralizer today and help us create a more biosafe world for everyone. To learn more, visit www.altera.com.
Okay, we are back. Just a short, quick commercial this morning on that one. So, if we have questions from our glorious listeners, oh, looks like we do. Hold on, let's see. So, Joy, she says, yeah, I heard what you all said, but I never witnessed such. Seeing is believing. Wow, refrigerate it. Back to nature, truth be told. Love you, Lana. I honor you alone with Susan. Amen. Amen. Only a special woman would trust in her divine feminine essence and persevere with her faith in herself. I am very much encouraged.
Thank you
Those
so
are
much.
healing words. Yeah, very healing words. So,
I would so appreciate people can hear and people can listen and people can make a decision, and it's what we're working for 10 years. We come in the public to bring some difference, have people have different way to see on their skin, on skincare, or it's not only skincare, it's not about beautiful, it's about health. And I will tell, there is no such age when we can stop to think about it. We have customers who is 90 years old. 90 years old. They still did not give up. They come to us when they have very bad health condition, and they still alive, and we know them because we see their orders, and we so appreciate that they listen us, and we did help them. And I thought, when we help them, it means that our life is not empty. It means that we have some point for life.
I want to add on what Lana was saying. I think that the most important moment in the whole existence of this company came about 2 or 3 years ago when we had a client, a really good client of ours, who called and said that her sister-in-law had some kind of a condition where she could not ingest oils or fats of any kind.
Wow.
And because of that, she was told that that was the end for her, and because we can't live without some kind of oil and
your
fat.
brain. Yeah, I mean, you need it for your brain.
Right. So her dream was to live long enough to see her grandson born, which was happening in a couple of months, she said, I think. So this was over 2 years ago, and she's still alive because Lana recommended that she starts ingesting oils through her skin, and she recommended the super soothing body cream. So the lady would apply it to her skin all over, and that's how she would ingest it into her body. So from what I understand, she's still around today. She moved in with her daughter and the new grandson. She got to see him. She got to enjoy their company. And by far, when she told me this, I remember having tears. It was just so amazing because that's truly a moment where you realize that you were able to help someone obtain something that they truly dreamed of, and that you made such a difference, such an impact in their lives. It was just breathtaking and unbelievable in every possible way.
Yeah.
So it's just the story I wanted to share, which is why we get up every day and do what we do, because of the moments like this. And they are
Not
rare.
at 8:00 in the morning. Just say.
Yes.
So we have a caller with a question, I think, and it's 773-994. So we're going to open your mic. One of the questions that Chris Faitula has is, where you located in the States or someplace else? And Chris, Lana and OIga are located in Atlanta, Georgia. And we have the contact information up there too. But there we go. So I'm going to open up the mic for 773-994. 1 second. And so Grand Rising, welcome to the Female Solution Self.
Grand
Good
Rising. You ladies have me in tears. This is joy. Once you gave me the number, I said, "Oh, I can call."
Thank you.
You have me in tears. You have me in tears because I'm not on with Susan that often, but I was just moved to come this morning, and when I saw skincare, I said, I wonder what that's about. And this is so wonderfully, to me, when I look at you all and listen to you, I hear your hearts. And that makes me feel really good, because I think only as mothers or women that we understand how deeply we feel about our bodies. And for instance, in my age, we were never really taught to honor our bodies. It was just like, oh, the baby's your breast is going to sag, your stomach's going to get big. So you just sort of conclude that this is just the way it's supposed to be. And skin's just supposed to be. But it is so wonderful to hear you and to see you and Lana from another place, another continent, another current world, helping somebody like me on the south side of Chicago. Thank you, Jesus. So I just wanted to put my voice in so you can hear me and how much I appreciate this conversation, because these are things that we need to show love for ourselves. And we did not have that available for us. So to me, these are tools and offerings that even what's it say, the youth of life or the fountain of youth or whatever. But we don't have to just fade away and die just wretchedly, or without showing that beauty that is within ourselves, and to care for ourselves, and to demonstrate our gifts and offer it to others. And so I just want to say thank you. 20%, yeah, that's a good deal, and I'm getting sounds like a good one. Thank you so much. I just appreciate it. I'm out without words, but you just don't know how you've made me feel this morning, because we don't have
Joy.
encouraging us. Thank you.
Yeah, Joy, and I want to. So first of all, thank you very much for sharing and sharing the love. Yeah, sharing the love. And I also want to point something out, because when you were speaking, this is what popped into my mind. So, Lana went on her healing journey, right? And what people don't understand is, you can use all the great health products, whether it be the food, the skincare, EMF, neutralizers, what have you. And if you're not mentally happy, or your mindset isn't where it should be, all those products aren't going to work. And so that also speaks to Lana and her mindset, because you can see how beautiful she is, right? And so she's really healed she really healed not just her body, but and I'm sure there was work on your mindset along the way, because nobody gets away without that. And it speaks to what you did. I mean, it was a full, you're a butterfly. You're a butterfly. You're a transformation specialist, right? That's what a butterfly is, a transformation specialist.
Yeah.
So
We all have to be. We all have to be. We have no choice. Life is changing every single moment. We have to react for what's going around us. We cannot be the same person all life. It's impossible. We learn every single day. We learn how to be thankful, how to be humble, how to be creative, how to love people, how to forgive people. How we learn every single day because we meet people and we learn from them. We meet animals, we learn from them. We see a beautiful day around us and we learn from it too. So it's just our journey. We have no choice.
well, people do have a choice, and you chose differently.
I guess there was
Well,
no choice for
everybody.
her. That was her only choice.
Well, it's
Yeah,
how
I
it
did
was
not
for
have a
me.
choice. Believe me, I have to survive.
But I mean, that was my
Uh,
choice. I mean, I didn't feel like I had a choice either, because when I remember back in 2013 when I went on disability, and then I think it was by 2014 nobody could properly diagnose me. And I just knew, I mean, I was near dead, but I knew this just wasn't how my life was going to end. Right. And I chose, like, my life's not ending this way. Sorry. We're going to have a plot twist. Right. And
well,
so, and and the thing about the plot twist is that, I mean, God has a really, he's got a sense of humor. Right.
And irony too
All
sometimes.
this weight only to move into this silly ass apartment and gain weight again, and because he wanted me to know that there's these other, the real full impact of these EMFs. And then he started showing me not only the EMF neutralizers, he showed me your product. He showed me these specific essential oils. He showed me crystals. He showed me, he's showing me what I need to do so that I can go back and educate people again. It's like, yeah, if you didn't get it the first time, here's the second round, Dolly. Like, okay.
Let me in the class, please.
Let me in the class.
Yes, Lord.
we're all in Earth School, right?
yeah.
We're all in Earth School. Do you have any? First of all, so thank you again. Do you have any questions that you'd like to ask of Olga or Lana while we're here, or me? I mean, that
Yeah.
Actually, the same. I mean, we already been talking about it. Just encouraging everybody to never give up. Never,
Yeah.
ever, ever give up.
And while we have Joy on the phone still, I wanted to say if anyone's interested to learn more about Lana's personal story, there is a quick video we put together. It's on the website. It's called, I think, Meet Your Chemist. And it specifically details about what Lana went through and how it all came about. So a little bit more information on that.
So
So
where
it's
would I find the Meet Your Chemist?
Where's that website?
Yeah, I'm getting that for us, Joy. So I'm on the home page. Where's the Meet Your Chemist?
it should be at the bottom though.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
Mhm.
I see it now. So first of all, let me share this screen.
I just want to make sure everybody knows that what we're encouraging them to put on their skin is the same exact product that we ourselves would use, and we would use nothing else. So there it is for everyone, that it came out of, such a tragic story, but it's just all that more beautiful for it. But it's the one on the left right there.
Yeah. And so
Uh-huh.
it's actually on YouTube, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the chat here, meet your chemist, colon, and then the link so you guys can find it. So it's, it's like that. So that makes it super easy to find. And then you just page down to the bottom of the page and look for that to listen and learn more about Lana's story. And we actually have another caller. Yeah, 706-202. So if it's okay with you, I will Joy, may I take the other caller? Are we good? Or do you have anything you need to say to be complete? Or Joy? Okay, I think she disconnected maybe.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for allowing me to speak.
Oh, I'd love to. Yeah,
Joy.
anytime, Dolly. Anytime. So let me. I'll close off that mic, and then we're going to bring in 706-202, and so welcome to the Female Solution Self Cell Care. Thank you for calling. What's your name and where you're calling from?
Grand Rising, Jody. This is Brother Kwame Sunhorse, and I'm in the stolen land of the Muskogee Creek in Eatonton, Georgia.
Well, my favorite person. How are you, Kwame?
I'm very grateful, and thanks for asking. The part that I had sent you something earlier, I think last week, but I was trying to find out what are the good herbal substitutes, herbal supplements that can be used for the neural net. Yes, we're getting EMFs and we're getting that, but as we get older, there are things in which, dementia, Alzheimer's, but the part of being able to feed the brain just as we feed the body. And the brain needs certain nutrients in which help to keep that electrical system of our synapses and our mental capabilities to stay in tune as they age. And so I'm just turned 72 and I'm looking at saying, okay, the memory is not as sharp as it used to be, but what I'm looking at is how do I feed it to keep it healthy as possible?
So, what I replied to you on that was the ginkgo, ashwagandha, GABA, not the synthetic, but the natural. So what I'm hearing actually for you is a microcirculation issue. And so even you could use one of these products that have the horny goat, right? You can use the Balance Essential Oil, the Life Wave patch, which I started using myself a few weeks ago, is amazing, and it lets my body make stem cells in a way like when I was 20 years old. And so my energy levels have increased, my mental acuity's increased, my stress levels have gone down, because here's the thing: when you're in any stress on your body, whether it be emotional stress, chemical stress, this electrical stress, whatever, will impact your brain health, right? And so these are the things that I am a fan of. Maybe Lana has some other things that you would recommend for brain health. I don't know if that's your area, but go ahead.
Yeah, I know what I can recommend too. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Please share.
We didn't touch completely CBD at all, but I read a lot of studies on CBD, especially for mental health.
Yes.
CBD reduce inflammation in the brain, and actually, not even THC, but just CBD itself help to prevent dementia and Alzheimer. So if you include CBD, good, right? CBD. We did not touch this here because it's different completely. It's a lot of, we can talk about it. But right CBD, if you put it in your routine, everyday routine, you may sleep better, you feel better, you will definitely increase your age of you increase young use of your age, increase ability your brain working more as a young one, give brain time to rest, reduce inflammation constantly. It's all was proved by the scientists.
I'm
And
with you
even
150%. I mean, CBD, we use it here. No THC in ours either.
yeah.
And Nan wants to know, where do you recommend we purchase CBD? Do you have
So
any?
I wanted to chime
Go
into that. Since we didn't have time to talk much about CBD, I wanted to send you to one of the sources. Is we have a different website, not just Golden Phae, but we own a CBD company that Lana formulates as well. Everything is Lana formulated and Lana approved, and it's called CBD Axiom.
CBD Axiom?
Axiom.com.
Okay.
This is our other site, but it's produced in the same facility. So on there, we recorded several videos that specifically talk about the benefits, what they can do, you know.
Hello? You're holding out on me? Wait a minute. Okay, so this is the right side. So let me just show everybody. Wow. Hold on a second. Okay, I need to buy that because I was buying it elsewhere. I would buy it from you.
But Lana researches everything about CBD, and not a drop of anything goes in there until she approves it. So I don't know if you ever want to do another show just for CBD site, but there's so much information we can share on brain health, on the inflammation. It's just amazing wealth of information, and the research that Lana found is just fascinating.
So Kwame, I texted that to you, and I'm also sharing this for you, Nan. And I'm sending that here. It's on the screen, but I actually sent it to you as a text, Kwame, because I had you up here. And Nan, here we go. I think Nan, I have you in my.
Jody,
Yeah.
Jody,
Yes.
your guest. Being a recovering addict and alcoholic and using marijuana was one of my substance of that. That's not a good recommendation that I would choose to go with, because even though it doesn't have the THC, it still gives the sensation of that addiction, which I've overcome.
So yes, and you have a cellular memory, Kwame. You have a cellular memory in your body, which I can help you get rid of that cellular memory just for future lifetimes. But then I would use the other ones, as far as the other recommendation. I understand that, and I can actually help people get rid of cellular memory, especially people who've had addictions, whether it to be alcohol, drugs, sugar, what have you. It doesn't matter. We use sound frequency to get rid of these addictions, and then 2 specific oils: grapefruit and black pepper. So
I've been in recovery since 1981, and I've been able, and I've not used or drank in those going on 42 years. And that's because of the spiritual that I have put into my program of recovery. And more so than using outside things is using the power of spirit and the creative help, and being able to be of service to others that are being damaged by this mind changer, because that's what it was called in 1750 when our ancestors were first introduced to the spirits. And so this is why on the bottle it's always says spirit. It's because it's the spirits that you put into you that are not conducive to the human spirit that the Creator has in us.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm managing my girls that made a rather large deposit here on the show. So you can't
beautiful
by the now I know why she was flying away. She didn't want to poop on mommy, and then she pooped on mommy anyway. She made large.
But we love them still, right?
What?
We love them anyway.
Oh yeah, I don't care. Doesn't bother me. And it's organic. It's organic poop. so, but Kwame, going back to you. Sorry to divert attention for a moment there. You know, I honor and respect and congratulate you for your recovery and for sticking with your recovery for 42 years. And so, okay, come here, girly girl. And, so those other options, ashwagandha, that's like really phenomenal because it helps reduce stress in a big way. There's also specific oils that I like. One is, it's the emotional oils. So console for releasing grief, forgive, peace, and cheer. And, because it gets into your brain when you inhale it, you rub it on the palm of your hand, you breathe it into your nose, into your mouth, and it gets into your brain in 20 seconds and into your bloodstream in 30. And so if there's stress on like from like knocking your knee or from a conversation that didn't go so well, you can reduce that stress in 20 seconds. And then get your brain to a point of, instead of fight or flight, but rest and digest, like that. And so, okay, come on. Sorry there. Okay, so I don't know what to do with the birds. So, anyway, so hopefully that's a better solution for you, Kwame. Is that work for you think?
And I'll look into that what you text me and see what's possible that would help. Everything is in divine order. So these are tools in which we help to build. As elders, we have to look at, we know we're going to become ancestors. The part is that what are we able to leave with what we have achieved in our life? And these are the parts that we need certain help with.
Yeah, and that's why I have a focus on brain health for my company. I focus on two things: toxicity and brain health, which is like your emotional well-being, your mindset, all of those things. And when you can keep your stress levels down. Okay, she has something to say. Hold on, that's why she's doing this. So what is it that you want to say? I hear you. Okay. So Fagala has something she wants to say. Fagala, if you stop biting me, I can speak it. Okay. She says, Lana, you are a true testament to what it means to be courageous in the face of adversity. And she says, I'm so inspired by you, and I honor you. I love you, and thank you for what you do for the rest of the world. Good girl.
Thanks, Cody.
Thanks, Kwame. We love you.
Thank you.
Love us more.
I love you more.
Thank you.
So, but that was the message from Fagala. I'm an animal communicator.
She speaks the truth.
So yeah, we could probably get another show going on here. We can look at a date just on CBD alone, because I have not done a show on CBD. I would love to have you here and speak about that. And and oh, she has more to say. Andrew says, thank you, ladies.
Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Nan.
Yeah. And Pamela says, so Kwame, if you're still listening,
Pamela.
She says she's used LifeWave patches for years. I'm getting huge results already. So if that's something that you want to explore, we can do that too. They're easy. You just wear them and you're done. So people know how to get in touch with you. I'm just going to make sure that they have this website again. So it's here we go. There, it's Golden Phae, the Golden Phae Company. We have a lot of links in the thread. Okay, when you go to the website, you'll get the chat button where Olga's face will pop up and says, "Can I help you?" Right? Because I've done that. And then we'll come back on another date. We'll have to figure out the date, but understanding the power of hemp. And these are, great products. So I can feel them. So
Thank you.
yeah, I mean, because I'm an energy person, so I can go in and feel whether I can feel the purity on it.
I just wanted to thank everybody for their questions and for sharing. It just meant so much to us to hear from you, and thank you for calling in. And we got to know some of the people here on the show, because you never know who you're talking to. Is there anybody out there, or are you just talking to yourself? It's just such a funny feeling.
Oh yeah, no, we always have people.
It's our first time, so.
and here's my girl being silly.
So cute.
And Lana, did you want to share anything before we end, or?
Well, like I already say, guys, you are beautiful creature of nature, and dignity and hope always with us. Never, ever, ever give up in this life. Try to do everything, because it's allowed around us are people who can help, who knows how to, who loves people, who actually can help with. And the more people like this will be around us, the more happier we will be. The longer and healthy life we will have too.
Yes. Thank you, ladies, for coming. If you stay on for a couple minutes, we'll pick another date. Okay.
Thank you, Jody, for having us. It was a blast.
Yeah, Jody, thank you so much for your very beautiful stream, which definitely looked very good and professional. And it was very big pleasure to have these 2 hours spent together.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right, everybody. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your Tuesday. Live on purpose, everybody. Live on purpose. All right.